just going to wait for a couple of minutes to see who signs on for the 3 o'clock Gammill Facebook Live. Hi there. Who do we have signing in, Josh?
Holly from South Dakota.
Hi, Holly.
And Jody from Georgia.
Hi, Jody.
And Kathy from Texas.
Awesome, all over the place.
Yeah,
so we'll go ahead and get started. Just go ahead and post any questions if you have any questions. So I'll have Josh read those to me. Josh is behind the screen today. Rob is out doing a machine move, so we don't have any fascinating new opening scenes like he did last time. But welcome to Gammill's Facebook Live at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Central Time. My name is Sue Kleinschmidt. I am one of the owners of At the Heart of Quilting. We cover Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, and the UP for our territory. And today I would like to talk to you about the different size machine heads that we have and the different types and sizes of tables that we carry at Gammill. So as you know, Gammill's been around for 30 plus years. They started late 70s, early 80s with the machines. And a couple of the machine sizes that we originally had were the Premier, the Classic, and the Optimum. So we'll kind of touch base on those because we do have those here in the classroom. The first one that today, actually, we now have 4, so they did add a 22-inch, but we'll start with the 30-inch machine, which was also called the Optimum. So if you want to come on over here. This is the 30-inch machine. This is the largest throat that Gammill has. When we talk about 30 inches, we're talking from the curve up to the needle for the 30 inches. And then if you see a dash behind that number, the point or the dash is the 12-inch. So there's a 12-inch rise on this machine. You have about a 24-inch sewing area that you can sew with a 30-inch throat. Okay. The one nice thing about this is I do know from personal experience, we had a upholstery job to do and it had 15 yards of upholstery fabric, and I was able to stitch and hold all of that on that pickup bar. So there's plenty of room for quilting on the 30-inch throat. So we'll go over to this one now. This is the 26-inch throat. This is a special painted one. This is Kathy's machine head. So from the needle to the back of the throat, you have 26 inches. You're going to have about 20 inches of sewing space available. And the rise here is a 10-inch rise on the 26-inch. Now this also used to be called the Classic. So some of you out there have like a Classic Minus, which is a non-regulated machine, or a Classic Plus, which is the older version of the stitch regulated machine. So we do have the Vision 1 machines out there, which is stitch regulated, and the Vision 2 machines, which are stitch regulated. So we'll come over here. This is the most recent size machines for Gammill is a 22-inch throat. So again, from the back to the front, you got 22 inches, and you will have about 16 inches of sewing space that you can cover. This is also a 10-inch rise on this machine, and this is our Vision 2.0 hand-guided machine. The last size that we have is over here. So this is our 18-inch throat. This is called an 18/8. We used to call this the Premier. You could also get that in a Minus Premier or Premier Plus, which was the stitch regulated. Okay. And then a big shout out to Evie Kleinschmidt, who is my decorator with my heart and my little cartoon drawing there from Evie. So I wanted to point that out for her. Anyway, so we have a couple of different tables. That's the machine sizes. You can get a Statler stitcher on and an Elevate on the 30-inch, the 26-inch, and the 22-inch. Okay, and then on the 18-inch machine, you can also get the Elevate on that one as well. So let's take a look at the tables. The standard table that comes with the machine is a 12-foot table. So on the 30-inch, the 22-inch, and the 26-inch, you will get a 12-foot table. This table will allow you to do about 23 inches, 123 inches of quilt. So you can do a king-size quilt on down. We have a yes.
Question.
Yeah.
Which machine used to be called the Classic?
This machine here used to be called the Classic. Again, this is the 26-inch machine. So, we do have a 14-foot table here. This table actually is an older model, but this is the 14. This will allow you to do a California King quilt on down, and then this will allow you about 145 inches of sewing. So to give you a better idea of how many inches you can sew on the 14-foot table. So you can also get, so this standard table, the steel table, comes with, like I said, the 22-inch, the 26-inch, and the 30-inch. You can get them specially cut. If you want to get an 8-foot table or a 10-foot table or 11-foot table, or you can go up to the 14-foot table, but it is an extra $399 to do that if you were looking at doing that. So, all right. And then for the Home Pro table, so for our 18-inch machines, this little guy is actually our show table. So when you purchase an 18-inch machine head, you have the capabilities of choosing either a 10 or a 12-foot table. And the 10-foot table will allow you to do a queen size quilt on down, and then the 12, just like the 12s that we have over here, will allow you to do the king size quilt and down. And again, you can special order a smaller table. If you wanted to get an 8-foot table for this as well, you could do that. Just remember that the table is what's going to determine what size quilt you can be quilting, not the machine head size. So it's the table. So other things that are going to come with the table if you want to purchase them, we have the zipper leaders. So if you take a look in here, we have an edge that you have on the leader. You can you'll get an extra set of edges, so you can have 2 quilts ready if you want to. So I find the zipper leaders are great for if you have a friend that wants a quilt done right away. You can unzip it, set your project aside, zip on theirs, quilt it up, and then take it off, put yours back on. So it's real easy to do that with the zipper leaders. The other thing that I've used them for is when I've made a mistake, stitched in the wrong thread color, or stitched on the wrong spot, or had some tension issue. I can unzip it and sit down at night and unsew, if you will. So that's kind of the nice thing with zipper leaders, which is an option for the machine and the table purchases. Other things are a hydraulic lift. So if you have, some people will actually use a hydraulic lift for themselves if they're doing a lot of custom quilting. So if they're doing a lot of freehand and they want to sit down at the table and they're working a lot in one area, they might want to adjust their back or their position, and the hydraulics will help move the table up and down so that they can be in a little bit more comfortable position. Otherwise, if you have someone like I'm 5'3" and my husband's 6'1", if he wanted to quilt on the same table, it just allows him to be able to raise that table up for his use. So the other nice thing we have with the tables, if you can purchase if you want, are caster wheels. So if you take a look down here. So those casters, they zoom in. Those casters, I do have a lock on 2 of the wheels, and don't hurt yourself there, Josh. So the casters are great for being able to move that table around in your room. If you're pretty limited in space, they're kind of nice to have as well. If you're using that table in a family room or a dining room, and you have a pool table in the room and you want to get that table out of the way so they can play pool, those are nice to have as well. So, do you have any questions on there, Josh?
Nope.
All right. So that's a little bit about the Gammill machine, throat sizes, how much they quilt, the different areas that they quilt, the table sizes that you can get, some of the options that are available. We do have also a light bar. Yes, you have a question?
Yeah, where do you get the grooved sponge to clean your rails?
Oh, the zippy, the zippy cleaner ones? I think you're playing with it actually, if you want to grab. So this is the zippy rail cleaner. This is actually, we sell these, and these are for cleaning the rails out, just like so. And it pings up actually quite a bit of dust. So you can purchase it from Untitled Quilting. Both of these pieces come with it. This was for the cross tracks on the older Statlers, so you can clean off the cross tracks as well. So, but we do have lights. If you can see over there, we have our lights that can also go on the tables. Our adjustable height, which is great. Like that's our show table, so that one's a little bit lower, but we would typically have that light up a little bit higher for customers' tables in their homes and stuff like that. But it does give you a great deal of light in your room. If you're not looking for a light bar like that, we also have the vivid lighting system that you can see on the front machine as well. So I have that set back over here. I do have a lighting system on the system here. And everybody has, I think pretty much everybody has seen the new lighting system as well as on the throat as well as on the handlebars. So those are just some of the options, machines, tables, optional equipment that you have that Gammill offers. And you know, if you have a machine, if you're looking to upgrade, a lot of the dealers do take trade-ins, or if you want to add on that Statler Stitcher to a machine that you already have, or an Elevate, just give your dealer a call. So thank you for joining us today for the 3 o'clock Facebook Live. They have it every single day at 10:30 and 3. And if you haven't done so, check out the virtual quilt show that is going on this week until Sunday, I believe Sunday afternoon. It's pretty cool. It's virtualquiltshow.com. You can go and check out some quilts, and you can check out vendors, and yes.
Can you explain the Breeze track? We have an older Classic Plus and thinking about an Elevate.
Okay. So the Breeze will actually come with, you have to purchase the Breeze with the Elevate. If you go to the Elevate, the Breeze does not automatically come with it. If you jump to the Statler Stitcher, the Breeze is included in the price. So the Breeze is going to be, the wheels are actually at a 45-degree angle, and you have almost double the amount of wheels on the machine head. So the black ones are straight up and down, kind of like Kathy's are over here. Well, she's got edge riders on, but she's got straight up and down wheels. So the Breeze would then give you these 45-degree angle wheels. We would update the track as well. So that would be an additional price along with the Elevate price to your machine. So.
Thanks.
All right, you're welcome. Again, that virtual quilt show is going on. That's pretty cool. And then every day, Gammill is hosting a little bit of education for all of its Gammill owners at 10:30 and 3. Thank you. Thank you, Josh, for helping me out today. And everybody have a great day.